In a fatal moment of pure instinct, a woman tries to brace a tipping forklift with her bare hands. It is a tragic battle against physics that no human can win. As the multi-ton machine collapses, it serves as a sobering reminder, or never value the equipment or the load over your own life. When heavy machinery begins to fall, the only safe response is to get out of the way immediately. This guy's pouring concrete on a slab, and the whole thing just gives out, but he grabs the pump hose and hangs on, walked away without a scratch. This guy climbs an electricity pole with no gear, no training, and no shoes. But what could go wrong? A massive spark. That's what somehow we walked away. He's pulling a car into the repair shop, nice and slow. His colleague's just sitting there on a chair, then something goes wrong. He accelerates and the car hits the wall. This man knocks over a stack of tires, then turns his back. Problem is, another stack was leaning on that one without support. It starts to tilt and comes down. In the footage, an excavator is seen moving through a crowded site with its bucket raised. As the machine approaches, two workers are waiting just a few meters away, leaning against a wall. As the excavator maneuvers, the bucket sweeps through a wide range of motion, and the steel edge aligns with the spot where the workers are standing. With a sudden movement, the bucket makes contact with the wall, clearly revealing how dangerous this area is. This situation reminds us of a fundamental rule of safe work. Never stand within the operating radius of heavy machinery. Even the smallest movement of equipment, like an excavator, can generate serious force. For this reason, exclusion zones must be established around machines and kept completely clear. In the footage, a worker is seen trying to maintain balance on a round pipe at a considerable height above the ground. In an industrial gallery environment, machines are operating, and walkways divide the area. The worker chooses to walk over the pipe as a shortcut. However, the pipe is not designed as a walking surface, and balance is quickly lost. This incident demonstrates a basic rule of safe work. Pipes and equipment are not walkways. Working at height must only be carried out using proper scaffolding, platforms, or ladders. Safety harnesses and lifelines are not optional, they are mandatory. In the footage, a newly completed sidewalk suddenly collapses. People walking on it move downward together with the forming void. The incident shows that even a structure that appears finished can unexpectedly pose a risk. This situation reminds us of a fundamental rule of safe work. Construction quality and inspections must be carried out meticulously, not only during construction, but also before handover. Ground and structures must have their load-bearing capacity and stability verified before being opened for use. In the footage, a worker at a fuel station is seen cleaning the ground near the service area while vehicle traffic continues normally. A car moves forward after refueling. The driver, focused on exiting, does not notice the person working on the ground, and a risky situation quickly develops. This incident demonstrates a basic rule of safe work. Visibility and communication are vital in areas with vehicle traffic. Workers should not work on the ground in active traffic zones, and high-visibility clothing must be used. Drivers must always check their surroundings before moving. A worker is climbing a ladder while carrying an AC unit halfway up. The ladder snaps in half and he goes down. A truck is making a turn, and there's a worker right in its blind spot. The driver can't see him and makes contact. Luckily, the truck stops just in time. The worker slides out from underneath. Shaken but safe. Blind spots are no joke. Two cranes on a barge lifting a heavy load together. Something goes very wrong, and one of them tilts and goes over when one fails. In a tandem lift, the other often can't handle the sudden shift in weight, so seconds later the second crane collapses as well. In the footage, ceramic pieces stacked on an upper platform are being removed one by one as one piece is taken out. It unintentionally makes contact with another piece beside it. This small contact triggers the unstable stack with the movement of the first piece. The pieces behind it begin shifting one after another. In a short time, the stack loses its integrity and the pieces move downward in a chain reaction. This incident clearly shows a basic rule with stacked and fragile materials. Even a single contact can create a chain reaction. Materials must not be handled before being secured, and stack stability must be ensured. Safety comes from evaluating the entire chain. In the footage, a busy warehouse area with continuously operating conveyor belts is shown under time pressure. Two workers decide to use the belts as a shortcut to cross to the other side. When they step onto the moving belt, the rotating surface begins to slide beneath their feet. One worker loses balance and moves toward the narrow gap, where the belts meet. A single wrong step during an ordinary shift quickly turns into a serious hazard. This incident clearly reminds us of a basic rule. Conveyor belts are not designed for people moving. Belts must not be stepped on or used as walkways. Safety is achieved by using the correct path, not shortcuts. In the footage, a worker is seen standing on forklift forks. While the forklift is moving, since forks are not designed to carry people, this position creates an unstable and uncontrolled situation. When the vehicle moves at the same time, the risk increases rapidly. The incident shows how a behavior that seems routine can quickly turn into a serious danger. This situation clearly demonstrates a basic rule: people must never be carried on forklift forks. In the footage, a worker inside a factory is seen performing a routine operation with a large press machine. After starting the machine, he approaches the equipment to adjust the material inside. At that moment, the press unexpectedly begins moving again and enters its closing cycle. The incident clearly shows that machines do not always behave as expected. This situation clearly demonstrates a basic rule before working on energy-powered machines. The system must be placed in a safe state. Press machines must have complete guarding, and no intervention should be made without applying LOTO procedures. Safety is achieved through proper procedures, not habits. In the footage, a truck is seen reversing very close to the entrance of an office or work area. During the maneuver, the vehicle reverses rapidly without sufficient warning or physical barriers in place. The truck breaches a glass door or wall and moves into the interior space, creating a serious hazard due to the impact. A person sitting at a desk very close to the point of impact is directly affected by the incident. What begins like a normal vehicle movement turns into an uncontrolled and highly dangerous situation. Within seconds, this incident clearly shows a basic rule: Areas with vehicle traffic must be physically separated from office and workspaces. Impact. Resistant barriers should be installed in areas accessible to trucks, and safe distances must be maintained. Safety is ensured not only through attention, but through strong physical protections